Home brothers, this is Uncle Jeebers, and I think I should inform you what happened in the last week. Basically, I was out in Beijing working, and somebody false flagged 2 of my videos, and apparently Chinese women are now a specifically protected quote-unquote minority. Only 1 billion of them, minority. They're a protected group, and then criticizing them at all constitutes threatening them with violence. That's pretty funny. So 2 videos. I think one was called Chinese Women, the other one was called it has a slur in it, and what are racial slurs, folks? We got to get over this thing with racial slurs. Every race has good members, every race has bad members. The slur is used to describe the bad people, and there's slurs for white people that anger white people as well. And interestingly, it really does anger white people. It's called Laowai. That's the Chinese calls you a foreigner. Always foreigner, that's what Lao means. Lao means always in this context. So that's the one slur I see against white people that white people actually hate. And what can I say? I don't particularly like it, but it more has to do with I'm not really keen on the new Chinese domination of the world. And tell me what you think, brothers. Are these bans the result of Chinese leadership coming into YouTube, and are now they going to start blocking all speech that is critical of Chinese people? So North American, what do you call it? North American qualifier. I live in China. I've got not token friends. I've got probably 200 serious Chinese friends, men and women. Interestingly, mostly women, because the men are always blowing smoke in your face. Otherwise, God bless them. But so I couldn't have a general thing against Chinese. If I chose to live here, and I've been here for 13 years, I think I'm enjoying the company, actually. And but that's exactly why I have more to say in terms of criticism. And I'm not posting a lot of criticism about chicks with dicks, that is the American women. I'm not really particularly going to criticize them anymore, because I haven't seen American women for 13 years. What do I know? And if I do see them, and if there were 50 of them outside my door, yeah, I would start to have some comments about it. Also, there's the question on who false flagged these particular videos. I have a number of subscribers who have 0 videos. It even lists that they've seen 0 videos, which is funny because they'll comment on my videos. They've obviously seen some of my videos, but then it lists them as not even seeing videos. Could it be one of those people? There's a member of our band who's married to a Chinese woman. Maybe he's been looking through a lot of my stuff and generally liking it, so I don't see why he would, but he might be offended by the idea that actually Chinese women generally have some psychological problems from their victimhood. I think this statement is an objective statement. I think this statement is not only criticism, but also a call to Chinese society and people to protect them and to stop abusing them. And it's this abuse that's coming around, and it's creating the karmic cycle where we will in turn be abused by the same group. So people have to be really careful about that. I don't think people watching this video and listening to it in English are going to have much of a choice in the matter, because you don't live in China and you're not, you don't have much of a say on it. But I would say that to anybody who's living in China, get involved in it and sort of propagandize the idea that abortion is the #1 problem in China right now. And abortion, of course, is more commonly aimed at the females, and so I don't think being born as a woman is the ideal state. Being born as a woman is you're too close to the earth. You're sort of a cross between a man and a baby. You've got a materialistic outlook. You're 8 times lustier than a man. You have all of these challenges facing you, for sure, and we are very blessed to be born as men. But to be born as a Chinese woman, if you could even be born at all, is a very precarious situation, and if you might be killed or drowned or put in an orphanage to be killed, where 95% of the children, mostly girls, die within a year. There's a wonderful video, a bit too objective, which is on YouTube here. It's called Rethinking China's One-Child Policy, and it starts to talk about official statistics, which are far lower than the real statistics, but I would say it's reasonable to say 25 million kids are being chopped up alive and sucked out with vacuum hoses every year in China, and no foreigner, no person from outside of China could possibly inflict that kind of damage onto China itself. That you could drop a bomb on Beijing and you would not kill half as many people as that. So this is a really odd part about China, and I don't know why they do it, but they are genocidal against themselves, and they have death wishes. There's, it's not just the constant use of serious toxins, drugs, smoke, and what do you call this tiger piss, firewater liquor that everybody universally who doesn't come from here just completely hates it. It's like, this is the most disgusting liquor you could imagine, called baijiu, and people are having opium in their food, and they put sewer oil in other people's food. They put, we've got melamine, plasticizer, a traffic death rate 4 times higher than the U.S. People are like, well, there's more Chinese people. It's like, do you know the word rate? You know what that means? It's per 1,000. And so this is, maybe they're just going through a big purge. They're trying to clean out anybody that's not intelligent enough to survive and protect themselves from poisons, toxins, and but I don't know how babies would protect themselves. I don't know how you would protect yourself in the womb, from some evil, ultra evil abortionist. So anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I've been gone for a week, and I'm sorry YouTube has become like this, that they're censoring objective speech, and now talking about Chinese women is completely forbidden. So any kind of content of that nature will be on WordPress, on the KBH blog, and I'll talk to you later, brothers.